Welcome to Disconnected. Like, subscribe, please comment down below. Off the bat, I am 100% behind most of the strikes that are happening now, even if they inconvenienced me heavily. I require Royal Mail to be on the ball for some of the other things I do, and they have actually cost me a lot of money end last year, thanks to the strikes. But I have to admit, I still support them because I think they have real reasons to strike. And therefore, I can accept the hit that that I'm taking, and many other people. I also 100% back the nurses, the train drivers. There are a lot of people striking that I absolutely support. I am a true believer in protesting and in striking. But I am always a little bit umming and ahhing when it comes to teachers. And I will try and make my points. Teachers are on a different level. They get paid fairly well and have a fair amount of job stability, and they have pensions. They have a place in society, a really important place in society, and they have a shitload of free time. So I can understand that they are heavily overworked certain times of the year, that they're marred in bureaucracy, that, the way that they have to work in school with the kids and all their kind of, what would you call it, like, all the methods that they have to apply. I can understand that that is difficult. But come on, nobody under the sun has as much holiday per year as they do, and they still have a very good salary compared to most people. The other aspect is obviously that if they strike, in my situation, I'm an absolute classic example. I've got 3 kids, 11, 13, and 16 years old. If they strike, the youngest has to stay at home. And the schools never strike at the same time. So it always worked out that the youngest has to stay at home because the school's on strike in the last strikes that happened and the ones that are coming up. So it's not like I can get on with my day because I will have a minor in the house that needs to look after. Can't leave her alone. It would have been slightly easier for me if the eldest was also off that day due to strikes, because then I could carry on with my day. She's old enough to look after, to be, be the babysitter, if you like. And this will be happening all the way. So this strike is truly impacting a lot of people. And I don't think that it is necessary to be this heavy-handed. So I absolutely for them having pay rises and, policy being amended to address some of the issues that the teachers have. But I don't think they fall in the same bracket as the likes of the nurses and train drivers, postal workers, and many others that are striking. To be fair, I think the government should just cough up, and that's that. I'm going to make another video because one of the reasons it affects people like me so much, because I work for myself, and I think what everybody that's striking from who is a government employee needs to remember is that 60 to 70% of the tax intake of most countries is received from small to medium businesses and the employed. It doesn't come from the big corporations. It comes from the masses of people who get up every morning, work their butts off, pay their taxes. It doesn't come from the rich guys. It doesn't come from the corporations. It comes from the people that have children, that have bowls, that have to juggle 5, 6, 7 different things. And the moment they realize who's actually paying their wages, it's not the government is not paying their wages, it's us. We are paying their wages. That they also have to take that into account. That does not mean I don't want them to have a pay rise, or that they shouldn't be striking or protesting or trying to get a better deal. That's not what I'm after. I just want there to be a thought about the whole picture, the big picture, not just their own picture. I mean, that goes for everybody in society. Let's just hear what this, what's her name? The education secretary. Anyway, I'm going to play this quick.
Landing zone, really. So when you look at teachers and teachers' pay, and when you actually look at teachers' sort of things that irritate teachers or things that they want change in, it's always workload, behaviour sometimes, and other aspects of bureaucracy, as well as looking at pay to make sure that we can recruit the very best and retain teachers as well. So what we've said to them is, look, we cannot... As a country, we cannot put, for some parts of society, an inflation or inflation plus rise, which, many people are striking for. What we have to do is halve inflation. That's the most important thing, or get it even lower than that. And then everybody in the country will benefit. We can't bake in inflation, which is what will happen if we start to get wages.
A lot of the things that she said there, bureaucracy, workload, working conditions, I'm assuming that possibly they could be dealt with in another way at this point in time, rather than having to strike. Maybe I'm being a little bit selfish here by not wanting teachers to strike because of the impact on my life that it will have over the next few weeks. Losing days of being able to work. But that's where we're at.